Alexander walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked. The dagger isn't strong enough to cut through the magical hedges. Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges. The leaves fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together. He sees light. He's through.
Who dares enter Beast's garden?
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
No. And yet, monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
I suppose it is simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then. I know the nature of princes all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well, for the face of a beast, it is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I, too, was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I rankled one too many evil hags. One dark night, I was turned into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shape and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this pelt? You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
If there's any way I can help.
Help? You? I'm afraid you don't understand. The enchanted barriers were a warning and protection for you more than for me. Your prize for forcing your way past them is to join me in this dire life. By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Or the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm afraid it was only her final bitter joke. You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maid, for Casima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you. I personally would not waste my last few hours as a man on an impossible errand. However, you may do as you please. I give you this token. It's my family ring, and the only heirloom I have left. If perchance you should... if you think you have found a maid...
I shall give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone, mind you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers, while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. Alexander shows the object to the bird, hoping to interest her. The little bird does not appear to be interested in that. Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private property unless he's been invited. Alexander sees no use for that item there. The red ribbon is too dear to Alexander's heart to be given away.
Would you have a use for this, maid?
The shy girl only shakes her head, blushes, and continues tending her roses. Alexander may indeed be heartbroken over Cosima, but he's hardly ready to use the dagger on himself.
Would you have a use for this, maid?
The shy girl only shakes her head, blushes, and continues tending her roses. That would serve no purpose. The serving girl is too shy to even reply to Alexander. Alexander rubs the lamp, but nothing happens.
Would you have a use for this, maid?
The shy girl only shakes her head, blushes, and continues tending her roses. Those old coins are not worth enough to do the serving girl any good.
Would you have a use for this, maid?
The shy girl only shakes her head, blushes, and continues tending her roses. Alexander doesn't want to put the serving girl to sleep with the boring book. Alexander feels a strange sensation come over him. His skin begins to itch. His head throbs.
Wee, 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 wee!
Was that the beast you could do?
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before, sir?
No,
But I'm quite sure. Perhaps on some cliffs.
no,
Isle of the Beast?
no,
Dockside?
no. Leave me alone.
Not very friendly, is he? The old man is plainly not going to reveal anything to Alexander, and he doesn't seem receptive to any revelations that Alexander might have for him, at least not those put into words.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Why would the old man be interested in that used hunter's lamp from the Isle of the Beast? It wouldn't be necessary to do that to the milk bottle. It wouldn't be necessary to do that to the milk bottle.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Would you be interested in trading for these coins?
Those coins have been around a long time. The copper is too corroded for me, friend.
Alexander does not want to discuss Cosimo with that old man.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Alexander doesn't want to give his only means of travel to that old man.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.
Would you be interested in...
No, leave me alone.